Have you ever wondered how it's possible for our minds to even begin to grasp something infinite? Today, we're diving into a really profound concept from Islamic tradition that's designed to help with just that, the 99 names of God. And let me tell you, these aren't just titles. Think of them more as windows into the very nature of the divine.
This right here, this is the question at the very heart of what we're talking about. How can our finite, limited minds possibly wrap themselves around a reality that has no beginning and no end? It's a huge challenge, one that thinkers and theologians have been wrestling with forever.
And here's the approach we're going to explore. Instead of trying to define an unknowable essence, which is kind of impossible, right? The 99 names give us a different way in. They let us understand its attributes. Each name is like a different lens, It brings a specific quality into focus, turning this massive, abstract idea of God into something we can actually connect with and think about.
So where do we start? Well, a great place is with the attributes that are considered some of the most central of all, the ones that are all about mercy and compassion. These names are a huge part of daily life for Muslims all over the world, and they really form the foundation of the relationship between the Creator and creation.
First up, we have Ar-Rahman. This attribute describes a mercy that is just vast and all-encompassing. It's not a mercy you have to earn. It extends to absolutely all of creation, whether you're a believer or not. It's like the mercy is woven right into the fabric of existence itself.
Now, right alongside Ar-Rahman is Ar-Rahim, and this is where the nuance gets really interesting. While Rahman is that general, universal mercy, Rahim is often seen as something more specific. It's an act of kindness, a reward that's meant especially for the faithful. So you have the state of being merciful, and then you have the act of showing mercy. See the difference? It's subtle, but powerful.
And to complete this beautiful picture of compassion, there's Al-Ghaffar, the forgiver. And this isn't just about forgiving one mistake one time. The name implies this continuous, constant act of forgiveness. For a believer, thinking about this encourages them to not only ask for forgiveness themselves, but to also try and practice it with others. So these first few names together, they paint this incredible picture of a divine nature that is just profoundly merciful.
Okay, so now let's see how that very personal quality of mercy is balanced with these majestic, awe-inspiring attributes of power and absolute sovereignty. This is where we start to understand the sheer scale of divine authority over everything that exists.
We begin with Al-Malik, the king. This title signifies the ultimate authority, total control, and dominion over everything. It's the idea that the entire universe and everything in it belongs to one single sovereign ruler.
And this quote just gets right to the heart of it. This isn't kingship like a human king ruling over a country. Oh no, this is absolute ownership. Every single atom, every star in the sky, every thought in your head, it all falls under this complete and total dominion.
And to really reinforce this idea of sovereignty, we have Al-Aziz, the mighty. This attribute speaks to a power that is just insurmountable, completely undefeated. It gives you this sense of invincibility and absolute strength that is way beyond any challenge.
So, from power and sovereignty, let's shift gears and look at the divine role as the ultimate artist and engineer, the one who originates and shapes everything we see and know. These next few names actually describe a process, a sequence of creation.
The whole sequence starts here with Al-Khaliq, the creator. This is the most fundamental act of creation you can imagine, bringing something into being from absolute nothingness. It's the power to just will something into existence where before there was just a void.
Building on that, the next step is Al-Bari, the evolver or the maker. So after bringing something into existence, this is the act of shaping it, giving it order, and evolving it from just a raw state into something with a purpose and unique characteristics.
And the final step in this whole creative process is Al-Musawwir, the fashioner. This is the attribute that gives every single thing its unique shape, its beauty, its final design. From the complex pattern of a snowflake to the unique features on every human face, this name points to the divine as the ultimate artist. It really fosters an appreciation for the beauty you can find in all of creation. Now, here's a fascinating aspect of the names. Some of them actually appear in pairs of opposites, and this isn't a contradiction, not at all. Instead, it reveals this perfect, deliberate balance in the universe, showing that all things are subject to the divine will.
Take this pair, for instance. Al-Qafiz is the one who lowers or reduces, while Ar-Rafi is the one who raises or exalts. Thinking about this can really give you a deep sense of humility and trust, reminding you that your status in the world is temporary and ultimately in the hands of a higher power.
Here's another powerful example of that very same idea. You have Al-Mu'izz, the honorer who gives honor and strength. And then you have Al-Muzil, the dishonorer who can take it away. Together, they show that things like status and power aren't just random. They're granted and withdrawn by a higher will, all to maintain a perfect equilibrium in the universe.
So, we've looked at mercy, sovereignty, creation, and balance. But you might be wondering, why does learning all of this actually matter? What's the point for us as individuals? Let's bring it all together. Because ultimately, the 99 names are not just some list you memorize. They are a practical tool. They give you a framework for how to think about things, a vocabulary you can use for praise and prayer, and maybe most importantly, a path to turn an abstract belief into a real, personal, tangible connection. Of course, we've only just scratched the surface of a few of these 99 attributes today, but it leaves us with a final thought to reflect on. After considering all these different facets, mercy, power, creation, justice, if you had to choose just one lens, just one attribute to try and view the infinite, which one would resonate the most with you?